is our president. Donald Trump is our president. Suck it up, Buttercup. Donald Trump is our president. Suck it up, Buttercup. Donald Trump is our president. Suck it up, Buttercup. Donald Trump is our president. Awesome. Awesome. Someone want to take this real quick? You got it, Chanel. I know you can handle it. I'll take your sign if you need to. It's up to you.
Let's set a date, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4. We not taking your hate no more.
A lot of thumbs up.
So San Bernardino, he was a refugee. Boston Marathon, they were refugees. There's many kids. No, they were, well, refugee status, that's how they came in. And they weren't vetted. And guess what? They killed Americans.
That's why we vet them now a lot.
We are not vetting them enough, though. Sorry.
That's what I'm saying. Go ahead. That's what I tell. That was what I was trying to
You
tell
do realize it's not a ban on Muslims. It's a 90-day temporary ban on those countries. We've got to be able to vet people who come into this country.
I didn't say anything about Muslims.
Good, but that's what was it advertised here. It was advertised as a Muslim ban.
Look at it.
Some of
That's
the
good.
confusion may have come from the son of one of the Joint Chiefs of Staff calling it a Muslim ban in a tweet of his own.
Okay, so you have no problem with refugees coming in?
None whatsoever, because sort of the price of freedom, I've been informed, you know, sometimes.
The price of freedom is
The price of freedom is what?
What is the price?
What would you say the price of freedom is?
That's a great question. You can look at all the men who died on the beaches of Normandy. You can look at the men who died in the American Revolution. Blood spilled, lives lost. Absolutely. Civil War, 600,000 dying.
So many died.
Is that your age or is that your IQ? I don't know. You're very respectful, so that's good. I appreciate it.
Try to
You know, here's the problem.
So
We have a
bloodshed,
okay.
courage, and risk
Yeah,
are the prices of freedom.
they are.
Does this seem like a risk to you? Or does this seem
For them
like
to be.
security sacrificing freedom?
That's a great question. So,
What does
liberty.
it feel like to you?
Okay, what this feels like is a celebration for me because Trump won. And here's the other thing too: you can't have liberty without life. Life is essential. If you don't have life, there's no point in having liberty. Okay.
That's true.
Declaration
so
of
for
it.
the
Good. Okay.
refugees who are dying,
Here's the problem.
They don't.
This is a country. It's we the people of the United States. We have to put Americans first. If we don't put Americans first, there won't even be an America.
so where do you stand on the Dakota Access Pipeline?
If you want to switch topics, I have no problem with it being built.
I'm curious, because you said Americans first.
Yeah, I think that's a great pipeline. It should be built. I'm not worried about our environment.
Americans who are sitting on it right now.
Who's sitting on
Native
it?
Americans.
Okay, I'm a Native American. I was born here.
Lived here.
Okay.
You have Cherokee.
Oh, I'm part.
Navajo.
Okay, but I respect that. I'm a Native American too. I was born here.
Curious. So was I.
Good.
So were many.
Exactly.
So were so very many.
Okay, now here's the other.
How
So
far back do you have to go to find a non-Native American in your lineage?
I'm sorry.
How far back do you have to go to find a non-Native American in your lineage?
In my lineage?
In your lineage.
It doesn't matter what my lineage is. I was born in this country.
So for people who look like they weren't born in this country,
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
You got Chanel here. Chanel was born in this country. She may not look like it, but so what? And he was. Were you born in this country?
Yes.
And so was Raul.
Why would you say that she may not look like she was born in this country?
I'm sorry?
Why would you say that she may not look like she was born in this
Because you
country?
just said look like. I'm just going from what you said.
You have living at your house.
Right now, none.
Would you be willing to accept? Would you be willing to accept
This
it?
is a democratic republic.
It's actually a republic.
It's a democratic republic. It's a republic. It's not a democracy. A lot of people fuck
Good.
that up.
That's good. I'm glad you agree. That's very
The point
important.
of it being a democratic republic is so that you and I don't have to deal with this bullshit, right?
I
We
disagree.
elect people
That's true.
to manage the bureaucracy, to manage the legality, so that you and I, we don't don't have to house soldiers. We don't have to house refugees. We don't have to house immigrants, whatever.
That's right. That's a great point you just made.
Housing, affordable, whatever. Like,
Okay.
we put that off on our elected representatives.
But they
are
work
supposed
for us.
They work for us.
It's we the people of the United States
They
to
work
form a
for
more
us
perfect
to
union.
take care of the things so that we can focus on our lives. Yeah?
Okay, but part of our lives is imperiled with people coming into this country who haven't been vetted, who subscribe to a violent ideology which demands Sharia dominance all over the world. Are you aware of Islam? I'm not talking about Islamism. I'm not talking about wrong.
Yeah, I'm actually quite aware.
Good, I'm glad.
So,
it's a serious issue, and we
it's a
need to have the
serious,
courage to say,
shitty religion is what it is.
What is
It's
it?
a serious, shitty religion.
Okay,
It's
I
not
pre-
great.
hey, how you doing? What's up? Okay.
But like most things involving religion, there's a lot of ways you can pull it.
And here's something else I can help you with when it comes to religion. Jeffersonian, I mean, just to not help you with, but to explain. Jeffersonian republicanism. That's what we have. Thomas Jefferson said it. You could believe whatever you want, but don't break my bones or pick my pocket. And when it comes to Islam, there's a lot of breaking bones. There's a lot of killing people. That's if you don't
Where
submit.
does that happen?
There's one verse that says, "Smite the unbelievers on their neck." There are other
I mean,
passages.
where's the bone breaking happening?
So that's killing people. The idea
yeah.
is physical harm.
No.
That's
where is the murder happening? Where in the
Let's see. It
geographically?
happened.
is
Oh,
this
absolutely.
going
It
on?
happened in Boston. It's happened in San Bernardino. We've seen it happen in Minnesota. It's happened in Oklahoma. Yes. Great question. I'm glad I can answer it. This is
Where
terrible
it
stuff.
happening most right now?
Sadly, here in this country,
No, most on this planet.
in the Middle East,
Yeah.
It's
Where are these
awful.
refugees fleeing from?
they are coming from the Middle East, but they're not abandoning the ideology. A lot of them. Now, here's something I've got to speak to really quick. A lot of these, they're young men. These are not refugees. They're migrants, essentially, especially going to Europe. They are not refugees. They should stay at home and care for their
What are
women
the
and children.
Statistics on that, the women. And
I don't have the
children
numbers
versus men.
officially, but you can look at the marching parades. You can look at the stats if you go to the German bank, if they're willing to publish them truthfully. Sweden does not publish how refugees are harming native Swedish people. They're not publishing it. So,
It might be because it's not happening and people feel like it's happening.
sorry, it's not the case. You go to Sweden, you talk to them, they don't feel like
Have you
they're at
been to
home
Sweden
anymore.
and talk to people?
So, you got to ask them.
Have you been to Sweden and talked to people?
No, but that doesn't mean that I can't know what's going on. That's what you have media for.
So that's curious to me though, because there's other media
Okay?
that, in contact with Sweden, in contact with people,
Okay.
is corroborating the exact opposite of your statement there.
Which
One,
ones?
that there's majority women and children. Two, that they're not harming anyone.
Well,
Three, that if any harm takes place,
you can also go to YouTube. You can see the videos there. I've seen videos in Germany.
I've seen a lot of videos of
good.
people kicking refugees.
You have?
Yes,
I haven't.
I've watched a Ukrainian person kick
But
the
the-
shit out of a child. Right, so.
Okay. Interesting.
We're seeing different things, not because there's two different realities taking place, but because we're seeing different parts of the actual.
Okay.
There are people who are kicking the shit out of women and children who are fleeing for their lives from terror. And we're putting a big blanket circle around all of them.
I disagree with you on that. A lot of them we
Are
cannot
there women
vet.
and children who you would say, oh no, it's fine, let them in.
You know what? They all have to be vetted, even women and children. That's a reality. We have to take into account the security
Now,
of our
what
country.
is the vetting process?
The problem is it isn't
No,
strict
what
enough.
is the process?
We have to find out if they're connected to terrorist
No,
groups.
what is the process?
I'm trying to
right
explain
now?
it to you.
No. What has to happen for a refugee coming into the United States right now? Like what are the steps that they have to
Well,
take?
whatever it is, it's not effective. That's what I can
Yes,
tell you.
it is.